We're seeing DEI bureaucracies dismantled, woke nonsense being defunded in our military, in healthcare, in corporate America, and the media realm, and academia. Real accountability is finally being returned to our institutions. We saw a huge win on that front just this week with the announcement from University of Pennsylvania. Again, this has been one of the biggest perpetrators. University of Pennsylvania has been one of the biggest perpetrators in the abuse and the mistreatment and the emotional blackmail of women over the past few years. But because of President Trump, because of how he flexed the fact that he will withhold $175 million from this institution, which maybe, I guess, is enough to make anyone find their spine. UPenn was willing to come to the table and say, look, we will abide by the law. Again, that federal law being Title IX. We will reinstate and restore all records, titles, honors taken from deserving women by a mediocre man, and we will issue a personalized apology to every single woman who was impacted by our decision. But I don't think, I want to make a point here. I don't think that these cultural wins that we have seen should be underscored, by the way. The wins, they're so much bigger than kicking boys off of a girls' team. Understand, our entire society falls apart if we do not know the difference between men and women and sanction the permanent and irreversible harm and sterilization of children. The cultural chaos that has plagued this country for far too long, it's a symptom. It's a symptom of speech and thought control waged on America by the left. It is foundational, these wins that we are seeing. They're wins for truth. Of course, they're wins for women. They're wins for children. They are wins for the American people, but they only happened because we pushed back. The people here in this room pushed back. We refused to be silent. And you know what's ironic? The left keeps insisting that Gen Z is theirs, that we're all just these mindless foot soldiers for progressive ideology. But here's what's been proven, and again, what I have seen when going on these campuses. More and more young people are waking up. We're not buying it anymore. We see the absurdity. We see how out of touch with reality the other side is. They tell us, be your authentic self, all while pushing hormone blockers onto kids, telling them that they were born in the wrong body. They tell us, trust the science, until that science says that men can't get pregnant. Gen Z, what I have seen, what I have experienced, truthfully, what I have felt, we're a generation that craves truth. We're desperate for it. We crave authenticity, freedom, not virtue signaling, not censorship, not social engineering. This generation isn't lost. We've just been lied to. But the American people, again, especially Gen Z, we're beginning to see through it all. So here's my clarion call to you guys. We cannot get comfortable. We cannot become complacent. It's almost inevitable, truthfully. Because success, again, the wins I've mentioned, success, it breeds complacency. But hear me when I say complacency breeds failure. It is the enemy to growth. It is the enemy to progress. We can't treat these victories like they're permanent. You know why? Because the left is relentless. They don't just roll over. They don't allow themselves to be steamrolled. No, they rear their heads and they gnash their teeth. They're already trying to roll it all back. They're pressuring judges. They're rewriting rules. They're flooding the culture with lies disguised as compassion, as empathy, as inclusivity. And if we check out now or allow ourselves to fester in these wins, if we stop fighting, they will undo everything that we in this room, that Turning Point USA, that President Trump has worked for. We are in a battle for reality itself, and we must fight like it, because this war on woke, it has not yet been won.